You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AfterBuzz TV's WWE SmackDown After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's WWE SmackDown After Show.
You know, Bing is for doing, right?
Right.
And what we're doing is a SmackDown After Show, right?
Of course.
Good. I'm Ric Drasin, your host. We have Patricia Summerland, our co-host.
Hi, how are you?
Ryan Clum, one of our current wrestlers.
Hello.
And our guest today is Mike Sanders, who's with WCW years back as, what was it called? Natural Born Thrillers?
Natural Born Thrillers.
And what else?
I was above average, Mike Sanders, so.
You're above average in school?
No, well, I was solid C, solid C student.
Okay. And you wrestled for how long?
I tried out the power plant in 1998. And actually, I wrestled up until about last year, but I was with WCW until they got taken over or bought out by the WWE.
Right.
And then I went to TNA for a while, and then
go,
World Wrestling
TNA,
All-Stars, and then just some independent stuff. And then last year decided it might be a good idea to stop. So.
And why is that?
I wrestled in Utah, and on my way back, I wound up having to get about $1,000 worth of epidurals put in my lower spine.
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah.
For blowing out the L4 and the L5, and I said,
Yeah.
I've had trouble with the L5 where it twists you and you're like sideways.
Or you're kind of
Yeah.
walking really.
Yeah, the
like,
belly's sticking out and your butt's sticking out in one direction.
what's wrong with that guy?
Oh my God, that is so painful. I mean, you're like twisted. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
You know, it's a miserable thing to
Yeah.
have.
And it'll go out on you
no
at
fun.
any time. So it's like you could be putting gas in your car, and
Oh,
all of a
yeah.
sudden, you know. But it's just.
That's it.
You're right. I twisted out of a computer chair like this and it went. I tied my shoe and it went. I was washing my car and I stood up
And
there
it
was.
went, but there it goes.
There it goes, just like that. And if you don't get to the chiropractor that day, you're done. So I'd go get it adjusted, use the ice pack and the ibuprofen, and then I was okay the next day. But that's a miserable thing to have.
It is. I got off the plane and went to Peachtree Spine Center. So that's how bad mine was. I couldn't even. Yeah. So.
This would happen on my way to drive to a match, like to Bakersfield, 2 hours. And I'd be on there and I'd be all tweaked out and I'd get there and go to a chiropractor and then I'd get in the ring and for a 15-minute match, I'd warm up and I was fine.
It's
what I mean?
interesting you say that because people say,
Yeah.
how do you do it? And I say, well, it's like anything else. When the lights hit, the music hit, the crowd pops, you don't feel anything.
Exactly. You're going to
I think it's just your adrenaline is just, you know, and you do it.
Yeah.
That's a pro.
Then you get out, you take a shower,
Yeah.
you get in the car and you stop to eat and you get in the booth and you get out of the booth and you can't get it to your car.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
And, you know, I know that feeling.
Yeah, just like I have a little knee thing going on right now, and walking around, it's fine. But when I get off the couch, I can barely move it.
Yeah. You seem so unlikely to be going. I mean, you're a good-looking guy. You look like a GQ model. Yeah, I saw you. You do, honestly.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I'm not gay. But you're a hot-looking
That's
dude.
a nice
Thank you.
compliment.
Thank you.
And I saw your reel, and I saw some of the work as an actor, and you are really, really good.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Very convincing actor. You have a great look on camera, and I think you should be a superstar in acting.
Thank you.
So can we do that?
Absolutely.
Yes,
So, and as we're
absolutely.
going to make comments, I want to plug iTunes. Go to iTunes, rate and comment about all of us because we are here. And we do this for free, everyone. And tell a friend.
Wait. I thought I got paid for this.
Oh,
Free?
wow.
Oh, okay.
Well, you know, hey, we give back to our fans. We love our fans. And tell a friend. It only takes a minute to do that. So go to iTunes, please,
Wait,
and
can we-
plug us.
Can we get a
Oh,
close-up
what
of
do we
that
have
$1
here?
million we just got for this?
Wow.
We got a close-up of that?
Oh, they wish. That's nice.
Well, that's what we got
Up
paid.
close.
Yeah.
Hey, Rick, that looks like you.
That's our next president.
That's a
But I'm giving it to Mike for
I'm
being such a
taking
nice
that. I'm
guy.
holding on to
There
that.
you go.
That is the best business card I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, it definitely
That is awesome.
Put that one in a frame.
We have to say this, Mike. It's worth face value, which means absolutely nothing.
No.
All right, before we get into SmackDown, I just want to know one thing, and we'll talk about this later, and when we get into the old school wrestling. I just want to know what prompted you to become a wrestler.
Well, I'll be honest. As a young kid, I grew up on like Georgia Championship Wrestling. You know, Gordon Soley, those guys, and I'd always followed wrestling. There was a period in my life, and I'll tell you the exact story. There was a period in my life to where I didn't follow wrestling. It was just I wasn't really into it. And in probably like 1997. I was training at Main Event Fitness, which at the time was Lex Luger's gym, and you know, you had guys like Sting and DDP and High Voltage, and all these guys were there. And this is just I was actually headed down to the Punchline Comedy Club because I've always wanted to be a stand-up comic.
Me too.
And literally was in the gym, and I talked to guys like DDP, and they're like, you know, you don't want to be a wrestler. You want to be you don't want to be a comic. You want to be a wrestler. And I'm like, yeah. I want to be a wrestler. And they're like, well, just go down to the power plant and try out. I was like, well, you know, how hard could that be? That was probably the worst 3 days of my life. And then it just kind of, you know, it just went from there. But, you know, I'd always grew up around it or on it, watching it. And but there was a period in my life to where I didn't, you know, just as a young kid, I got a lot of stuff going on. But yeah. And I mean, it was excited when I made out of like 45 guys through the 3-day tryout. There was 3 of us left.
Wow.
Got invited back down to the power plant, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do this. And a year later.
Was Paul Orndorff running that?
At the time, no, Jody Hamilton.
Oh, yeah, Jody Hamilton.
Oh, wow, that's right. Yeah,
it was Jody Hamilton,
DDP was.
Pez Watley.
Yeah.
And a guy named Mike. Oh man, I can't. Mike
Sanders.
No, it wasn't Mike. He was part of the Men at Work gimmick with Chris Kanyon back in the day. Mike, I can't think of. He was one of the main trainers down there.
It'll come to you at 2 in the morning.
Yeah, and
well, comedy would have been fun. I like to do comedy. I think comedy is great without the bumps. You know, it's wrestling without the bumps.
It is. You know what? I'm going to tell you right now. Like when I got out, when I said out of press was when I got out of WCW and the year I was at WWE at their development. When I got out, I literally went on the road doing stand-up comedy for quite some time, and was very fortunate because it was almost like my wrestling experience. I went right to the comedy club, then went right to doing feature work. You know, I didn't have to do a lot of open mics. And you know, was fortunately for me, there was a Mike Sanders wrestling fan, a Natural Born Thrillers wrestling fan that ran the Orlando Improv.
How convenient!
That helps.
That's
I can tell you that if and if you got a minute, can I tell you the story real quick? The guy.
No, actually, we got to go.
Oh, yeah. 1 minute.
One minute. The guy I get a phone call, and I guess Ray Glacier had given the guy my phone number. This guy called me up out of nowhere, and he's like, "Hey, you know, Mike's above average Mike Sanders, former WCW commissioner. I want to book you for some comedy." I'm like, "Who is this?" It's like Johnny Walker, run the Orlando Improv. I'm like, you haven't even seen my shtick. He's like, I don't care. I watched you out. So I got booked, and the first guy I opened for was like Tommy Davison.
You know why? Because I know Tommy Davison.
Wow.
I know him from.
I opened for Tommy Davison. It was phenomenal, and they just kind of went from there, you know. And just did the stand up for a while. I still do. I did some stand up when I got here in LA. Some of the smaller stuff. I love.
Not the Laugh Factory?
Well, no, there's a guy here who runs like the Formosa Cafe, smaller to the Federal, and there's it's a smaller deal, but I just enjoy being on that stage in front of people. Period.
Well, I think that's why we wrestle.
Yeah, well, it is why we wrestle.
A little bit of both. Well, I as Glow, we had slapstick in between. It was like hee haw.
Yeah.
We were pros, but we wrestled, and then we had our stick slapstick.
And it's a theater in the round. You do your thing out there. And
it's like you said, without the
bumps.
Yeah.
Well, I wish. I wish I didn't.
Like they said, wrestling is basically ballet with violence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's really interesting. I like to see some of your stuff. Well, okay. So the viewers don't get upset with us.
Yeah, let's go to
SmackDown. All right, so let's start with, I think Josh was recovering from something where Brock Lesnar.
Yes, Brock beat him up a little bit on Monday.
He did, didn't he?
Yeah, which I thought was kind of cool the way Brock attacked him, put him up against the truck, and then let him go, just kind of patted him on the head, and then Josh says something under his breath of just doing my job, which then sent Brock off to take him out. So I thought that was fun.
I thought it was interesting.
Yeah.
It was just a switch went on.
Mm-hmm.
Smart mouth.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. You don't do that to Brock Lesnar.
No, I mean it's such a great build up bringing him back with all the stuff he's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's getting it. They're making it look real. Like it's serious. You question that line is really blurred with him right now.
You can believe when that promo that he does. You can just see like. Yeah, I don't know if I can say this, but he's like, yeah, I'm just an ass kicking machine.
Yeah.
It's like, that's what I'm here to do. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah.
He means business.
It's what he's here to do.
Yeah. It's
what he does.
That's what he does. He's proved it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm very interested to see how that match goes down. The Cena Brock Lesnar match.
That's the build
which is in a few hours here.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Oh yeah, it's coming on.
Oh, I guess we'll have to wait and
Starts
see.
in an hour or so.
What are you going to do, Ryan? You're going to miss it.
Oh, I know. I don't know.
Uh-oh. Hope you got
We'll
it
figure
saved.
something out.
Well,
Should be good. All right, and then we went to Daniel Bryan cutting the cord from AJ.
God.
Yeah, second
He's
week in
so
a row, he
brutal.
started the show
He's
with the
so
promo.
mean.
Yeah, he's really rolling right now.
Yeah, he is.
Let me tell you
Yeah.
why I like him. I'm going to tell you exactly why I like. I mean,
Why is that, Mike?
I'll tell
Yeah.
you why I like you. Because
Mike
he
likes
is
it. No.
he is a likable character that causes chaos to get what he wants.
Yeah.
And he's not the biggest guy. Like, and even in our group, I wasn't the biggest guy, but I would stand behind the big guys
Sure.
and just talk the smack. And like, he just, I don't know, there's just something about him. Like, I like him, but I just know that he causes conflict to get what he wants.
Right.
Creates
So
that chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just, you want it. I mean,
Well, he's good at it.
He
Yeah.
is very
And getting better and better at it.
Yes.
methodical.
Very
at it.
Really,
much.
yeah.
And
The
he's
way-
taunting Sheamus like brilliantly.
And
I mean, I must say.
And that yes
Ooh,
chant
the
is-
build up
has become brilliant.
Yes, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know,
But nah, the yes chant. I'm kind of. I've got to question where he got the yes chant, the yes from.
Right?
oh really?
I have to question it.
Yeah.
I have to question where he got the yes from, because
Why?
I think I
As
know
we
where
know.
he got the yes. Do you know where he got the
Oh
yes?
yeah, of
Where?
course. Go ahead. I want to hear it from you, but I do know. I do.
I don't know.
And this is what's
I don't
funny.
know.
Oh, come on, you guys.
Wait a minute. Do you? I mean, because
don't?
okay,
Okay, go
okay.
ahead.
I wrestled a gentleman over in Glasgow, Scotland, named Joe Legend.
Uh huh.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And
Well, he
there's
was
a-
like CM Punk crew with that.
We did a-
Or was it?
we
Oh
did
no,
a-
he was with Edge, right? He was friends with those.
That was
guys.
before Joe. It was, he was.
Before.
Or was that Joe E.
after?
Legend?
He's Joe E. Legend. After the
okay.
Joe Legend deal, we did a. This was 8 years ago. We did the promo, and he was like, "Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes," and the
yes.
crowd was like, "No,
No, no,
no,
no."
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So I got,
You think that's where it came from?
I'm just, yeah.
It's a take back. Yeah.
But you know,
Well, but how many people they do something they go yes? You know, that's so commonly heard that it's such a
True.
positive
Yeah.
statement. Now, when he takes and he does it 3 times, that's a very positive
Yeah.
statement on his side.
Well, it's
He
a good
really
gimmick.
started with
It's a-
that when he won the title, and he was
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
you know coming out with it the whole
And
yes
he
thing, and it
believes
just
it.
kind of caught fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
he believes it. He's like,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, he does believe it.
I believe it.
I believe it too.
It's not negative.
No. But then you had
Yes.
Del Rio and
yeah.
Rodriguez and the Big Show all come out
Oh,
as
that was
well.
horrible. They slammed little Ricardo.
I thought
great.
that was great.
Oh.
The sound that came out of his his body when
What
the
did
Big
he
Show.
say?
He's
just
really
went,
good, actually. Oh, right? He looked petrified. He looked
Yeah.
really scared. He's a good little actor. I give him props. Good for him.
He took a nice choke slam.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes, he
I've heard.
did.
So he's
Good slam.
he's a local worker from around here, Ricardo
Well, he used to come
Rodriguez.
to our classes.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of stories
he?
recently about
Oh, big
him that
darn.
he was just at the
Wow.
right place at the right time. They were looking for
Yeah.
an announcer that could speak Spanish. He went. They really liked what he did.
He
and
actually went
then-
in to wrestle, and they asked him to do this, and then he got the job doing
Yeah,
that.
and I guess through doing the announcing, he go work out with the guys, and they're like, "Oh, you're pretty good." So that's how he got his development deal, and now
Nice.
he's teaching the beginners classes at FCW.
Good
for him.
So yeah,
'cause
so
he's
he's
pretty good.
doing really well.
Good for
yeah.
him.
And you know,
There's another guy that was flat broke, and now he's making money. Good for him.
yeah,
I like
definitely.
this. I like that
Flat
segment
broken
overall, though.
wrestling,
I thought it was.
It was good.
I thought it was really good. It was entertaining. Mm-hmm. It's very entertaining.
Yeah.
Oh, you
he
watched it?
was.
I did watch it. Big Show. Big Show was entertaining.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
he's getting better
Big
and better.
show.
He's
Oh,
getting.
he's
He's
on
getting a
his game.
lot better.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I
He's
don't know
moving
what.
quicker.
He's-
I don't know what sparked him, but all of a sudden he's like taking off.
He's
Yeah.
comfortable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, his body's got to be in shape as
Well,
well.
you know,
I mean,
It's better.
you
He's
got to
dropped
be
a
what it
few
is.
pounds,
Yeah.
actually.
But you remember when he started, he wasn't heavy at all.
Yeah, and then he got real heavy,
Yeah.
and then he's thinned up in
Well,
the last
that's
few
why
years.
he's Big Show. Come on, you
Yeah.
guys. I
No,
mean,
but
if
he was
did,
trim.
got-
Yeah, you
But he
mean,
was, yeah.
He was trim.
He's
when he was the
good.
Giant in WCW.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was pretty trim. That's when he was doing moonsaults.
All right, so what we have after that? Didn't he come in and start asking, questioning why it was yes and why not C?
Yeah, yes,
Yeah.
and C, and the whole thing
they
with
can
Del
take
Rio.
they can take off on that real well.
Yeah, they did a lot of last week. Dallas had mentioned he would find some way to incorporate that yes into his own thing, and a lot
yeah.
of people were doing that this week.
Well,
so
they're
we
mocking
saw
him.
a little bit of that.
It's just a mock.
Yeah,
now,
definitely.
You know.
See.
So
C.
C. All right.
All right, so then we had a match with
Oh.
Show and Del Rio.
Show and Del
Yes.
Rio. I'll say one thing I really liked in the match was when Big Show grabbed him by the hair and pulled him up to the ring apron. I thought that was really
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
That was very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
I thought it was a good match.
Yeah.
For it had the run-in, which I usually hate run-ins.
But it had the old
this
school work the
made
arm.
Sense. Yeah, it had the old school work the arm, and leading into the show today, I thought it all kind of made sense. So I thought it was a good
It
story.
was very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of that lately, by the way.
What, the run-ins?
Yeah.
Everything's running.
But I love
They've
that
been doing
John.
run-ins for
What about,
a
yeah,
lot for
behind the scenes,
years.
John Laurinaitis and the Eve thing, hiring her as the executive administrator. I love it because I love Eve. That's my girl.
Was that after that?
That was immediately after that,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's right. Okay.
But Cody took a belt whipping, right?
Right. he did
Yes,
take
Cody
belt
took
whipping.
a really good belt whipping.
To me,
Yes.
that was shades. That was really shades of old school, though.
It was old school.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, before we get going, I want to do an Amazon plug-in here. Before you're going to shop online at Amazon, first go to AfterBuzzTV.com and click the Amazon banner at the top. Then shop, you guys. Everybody. AfterBuzz gets a kickback of your purchase. No extra cost. It's a way to support AfterBuzz TV so we can keep doing after shows for you. Thank you, and keep doing after shows. Thank you. Go to AfterBuzzTV.com, click the AfterBuzz banner, and shop. Shop till you drop,
Thank
by
you,
the
Patricia.
way.
You're right. That's it. It's so simple. And, people talk about what you could do for AfterBuzz to make it bigger and better. They love the studios or whatever. So simple. Go to our site, AfterBuzz, hit the Amazon banner, and that banner, you're going to buy things anyways. Just buy it through us. It kind of helps out, and we continue to do good shows. So I like the way you said that, Patricia. You're on the
Thank
money with that.
You did that so well.
Right.
It just made me want to go out and buy something right now.
And by the way, my DVDs are on there too. All the Glow DVDs. Sonny, you can watch me. Yes, yes, yes. There you go. Okay.
That was very well done.
Thank you.
I'm very impressed.
Are you?
Thank
I
you.
am.
Excellent.
Okay, so let's go back to, we had that match when Cody ran in, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then after that, we had a promo with John and Teddy.
Yeah, and Eve,
Oh,
she's
yeah.
the executive administrator.
Right,
and
that's my girl.
Now she wants everybody to wear name tags, and Teddy had to go get a
I
name tag.
love it.
I know.
And he's
So-
in an apron. What's up with that?
Well, that
Oh
came a
my
little
God.
bit later.
That's a little
The
bit
apron
later.
was a
But
little
it
bit
was
later.
so, oh God.
But there was
That's
a
horrible.
flashback after that to Beth Phoenix ankle injury.
Yes.
She looks like she really hurt it.
Yes.
Yeah.
She looked like she really hurt it.
I saw
Looks.
a Twitter pic from
Do you think she did?
Shane. I saw a Twitter pic from Shane Helms today, and it looked like it was.
It was really hurt. Yeah.
It looked, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked.
That's what I'd have to say, yeah.
I've heard.
not as bad
but
as Shane's foot, but
Maybe she, yeah.
people can go look that up themselves if they want to know.
Well, she sold it well.
But she
did.
sold it well. I was wondering the exact same thing. Like, ooh, that looked something like something went wrong.
I ran in the
Yeah.
freezer and got a bag of ice and put on my knee right away.
Yeah. You hurt yourself?
I was no,
Just
I just
watching.
sympathetic pains.
Sympathy pains?
Yeah.
Pity party. There's no pity party in wrestling, you guys. Come on now. Be tough.
Did you see Sandow? There was an enlightening
Oh.
speech. Do you watch him, Sandow?
Yeah.
I didn't see.
The Damian Sandow.
Didn't miss much.
Is it Idol Stevens? I
Oh,
think.
wait a minute. Yes, I did. It was like it was cut right here.
Yeah,
It was really
yeah.
close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I did see that.
I still don't understand it.
Yeah, I mean, as I've said before, I like him, but we've seen 4 weeks of almost the same thing. It's time to get in the ring, and it sounds like next week he's going to. I think he mentioned something about next week. So
Maybe.
yeah,
Did you know a guy way back by the name of Professor Dale Lewis?
That does.
Wow.
Before your time, I guess. He did the same sort of thing. He was a good wrestler. Actually, he worked the West Coast for
I know
NWA.
Jerry Lewis.
No, he has the telethon.
Louis Grizzard.
That's a different type of wrestling.
he makes me think of MMA fighters at Johnny Hendricks or whatever with the big beard. But
Yeah.
Big beard.
Yeah.
How big is it?
You had a big beard last week.
Right?
I did.
was
I
gonna
shaved it a
say.
little bit.
Yes,
And
you
that's
did.
what
Yeah.
looks different about you.
Yes.
Oh, now you look
I
like a
took
little
off the-
baby face.
That's his
Yeah.
baby face look.
Yeah. You should see if I get take this off, it gets even worse. So.
Oh no.
Oh no, that's
That's when I look like I'm 18.
Don't do
Yeah.
that. People are gonna start thinking you're nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Oh, look at
know.
him. He's a nice guy.
Then you get beat up like I did. It's not
you
fun.
gotta
all
have
the
you gotta have
time.
that hair on the
Then I
chinny
can't.
chin
right.
chin.
Yeah. I gotta, this will. I'll keep this.
All right, then we had Bella Twins and Alicia Fox,
Yeah.
Oh,
which
excellent,
I thought was a
excellent.
decent match.
It's a
yeah.
good
Surprisingly,
match.
wasn't bad.
It's a
thought it was good.
very good match. I
Alicia
like
Fox
Alicia.
is getting better.
Oh, she's good.
Yeah, she's working. You can see
She's
she's working
good.
hard.
So was the other girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Bella twins have to come up.
I love
They
the
are.
twin magic.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
the
old
thing is
school.
that
It's the
that
cheat.
they
It's the
weren't
cheat.
doing that much in the beginning, and now they're starting to do more moves,
Yeah.
and they're getting better at it.
Yeah, it
you
was
know.
the match was pretty. I mean, constructed well. It was a
Yeah.
a good story.
Let me just say, I also like Booker T calling matches.
Oh
did
yeah.
just so you
Isn't he
know.
good?
Yeah,
I mean, some of the stuff he said. I mean, you got me thinking about that when you said it, but he's just so into calling matches. So I love it when
Yeah.
Booker T's calling matches.
Booker T's very
He's
fun.
excellent. He's excellent at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a skill in itself.
Oh yeah,
Well, it
definitely.
is, yeah.
Very
Very much so.
Not everybody can do that. They're always struggling to find guys that can can do it well.
Well,
We had max headroom.
It's very hard
they
to
haven't
find
looked at
Bobby
Mike and
Heenan.
Rick. We could sit there and do that. Go
Yeah.
on, Mike. Make ourselves $100 a week
100 a week? Come on.
Probably do it for 50. I'm
Wow.
just saying.
and a meal and a backstage buffet.
Catering.
Catering. Okay, then we had a Teddy and his dusting of the furniture.
Oh, and the apron.
Well, actually,
That's
before
horrible.
that, we had Darren Young, Titus O'Neil with Yoshitatsu and Zeke.
Oh, the taunt.
Yes.
Yeah,
I didn't write that down, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
They
Tatsu.
were
Yeah, they were picking
they were
on him,
picking on
pushing him.
Yoshi a little bit, and then
Yeah.
they put had their little song they sang to Zeke, which Titus O'Neil, you know, I don't know if you ever saw him when he was on NXT. It's their internet show now, but he was a babyface a couple months ago and wasn't really doing anything for me. And now this character is a lot of his personality is coming out.
A lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed him.
Well, the whole show was good. They got new people on. Mm-hmm. It's different. It's not
Yeah,
the
a
same
lot of
old-
younger guys and the big debut, which we'll get into.
So was that the promo? That was the promo that they cut with
Yes,
with
the backstage promo.
Right, the backstage, the build up for their match.
And then it went into the
and,
Teddy Long Oksana
yeah.
thing after that.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, that's
when we
was
get into
good.
their match, that was the only the promo when the big guy stepped in.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of like yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then
yeah.
when we get to the match and talk about it,
Yeah.
that was my disappointment.
Exactly. He never even hopped
I
in.
mean, you amp a big
on the
guy
sideline.
up to step in like that, and because it was kind of like whoa. But when we get to
Right.
the match, then it
Right.
was just kind of like
yeah. Yeah.
Joshi just kind of got
That was the whole
Yeah,
hype and
it was
build
just-
up on
He
that
got
one.
lost in there.
he got beat up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
He did.
did.
That doesn't make much sense.
No. But the finisher in that match I thought was really cool. It was a pretty brutal looking finisher.
Oh, yeah, it was excellent.
It looked like he dropped on his head.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I know
maybe he
what that
did.
feels
He
like.
might have. I was.
Booker T with shades of Harlem Heat.
Yeah.
Oh,
I worked with Harlem Heat, the older one.
Stevie.
The
Vaughan.
original.
Yeah, he and I did a Snapple commercial together. And it was over at Universal Studios. And I got called in. They said, you're going to do a little wrestling spot. And I said, okay. And I took my son with me because he was like appendage, who was always with me. And I walk in, and who am I working with? All I seen is this big black guy coming in. I said, yes, I'm Stevie. I'm Rick. I said, we're working together. I said, I'm a wrestler too. He says, oh, thank God. He said, I didn't want to work with an actor and get hurt. I said, I don't want to get hurt either. We ended up just sitting in a headlock with a Snapple patch on my forehead. And that was it.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was fun. We made a couple of bucks.
Wow.
Um,
So, yeah, then the next one is.
We went into the Randy Orton interview.
Yes.
Unless you want to talk about the other
no,
match.
I just want to talk about the other match.
The
for a
other
minute.
match.
Ezekiel Jackson. Mm-hmm. That guy's big.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah, he's kind of been lost in the shuffle. He just kind of is one of those guys that's on the roster that isn't used very much.
He was
to be,
used a lot in the beginning.
Well, he used to be Brian Kendrick's bodyguard. That's how he started.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, they brought him up for that.
Oh, he never
and
came
then-
over to the house of Brian.
That's
No,
right.
yeah, I know. He never has.
Because he used to, yeah. Wow. How funny is
No,
that?
he's a big man.
Oh, he's huge.
Yeah.
Almost as big as Mike Sanders. Well, you should see Mike when he pumps up. Right?
Mike used to be in the 230, 240s. Now Mike's hovers around 198.
I'm going down to 140. I want to look just like a varicose vein. That's it.
That's it.
He's my blood
I
pressure.
just want to be a
will stay down.
striation. That's
Yeah,
all. I just want to be a striation.
Yeah.
That's it.
I want to be a stretch mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, Zeke didn't do anything. They just beat up Yoshi.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
it.
It was just,
Yeah.
I mean, the matches just seemed to be there to get O'Neil and Young over a bit. So make him look good.
I thought that the Orton interview with Michael Cole was a good promo.
Yeah, it was. I'm just having trouble getting into that storyline. I have since they started it in WrestleMania. It's gotten better, but I just haven't connected
You mean
with
with
it.
the dad and the cast?
Yeah, just the whole Kane Orton thing.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
haven't. It doesn't excite me.
No.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I really want to like it, but I mean, it's okay.
Yeah,
It was a good interview.
It was a good interview.
Yeah, and then Jinder Mahal came and gave everybody the RKO that they were
That's
all
what I was
screaming
talking
for.
about. Where did,
So
yeah, Mr. Taj
the
Mahal, I
second
call
he
him.
came in, everyone's yelling for the RKO.
Yeah, where'd
Yeah.
that guy come from?
Right out of the blue.
Yeah.
Never
Ginger
seen
Mahal.
him before.
Yeah, he's another guy that's been around for a bit. His
Really?
storyline wise, he is the Great Khali's brother-in-law, something like that. I
What?
think so. They were doing a thing for a while, and then he's been down in the internet shows, and they bring him up every once in a while on SmackDown to get.
I
beat
just
up.
had some kebabs at his restaurant.
Did
I
you?
mean, he looked familiar. I mean, I don't know. It's possible.
Was that the carousel? Yeah, really?
Yeah, carousel.
Wow.
I
Yeah,
just
so-
wonder. Yeah, I don't remember ever seeing him. you
Yeah,
know?
he's around every once in a
No,
while.
either
He's
have
been
I.
around for a while.
You know
I'll be
him, Mike?
darned. Yeah.
Jinder Mahal.
See?
Yeah.
You're like
Yeah.
a man. You don't
I
want to
do
know.
not.
Right?
Yeah. If
No.
you watch Superstars or NXT on the internet, you'll see him every once in a while.
Beware of
well,
anybody in a turban.
Darn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The minute I saw him, my gas price went up. Actually, I had gas. Oh my.
Okay, how about Tyson Kidd?
Yes, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
The debut
Tyson.
of Antonio Cesaro, who is
yeah.
Claudio Castagnoli, who has been all over the world. He's been around for about 10 years or so.
Yeah.
Ring of Honor. He's been here in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, and locally, he's been everywhere. Japan,
Yeah.
Europe. And you can tell he's really good.
He's really good.
Oh my God, what a suplex! I might
It
say.
remembers like back
Excellent.
in the days when I was growing up in the 80s, you know, they had the territory system they were still feeding from a little bit.
Oh, I don't remember that.
No, you're not at all. And, you know,
I broke in '98.
they'd be able to bring in like a guy and go straight into a program with Hulk Hogan, you know, that was like really good. And that kind of reminded me of like,
Yes, the
here's a
Hulkster.
guy that's really seasoned, you know, isn't just from the development system. He was in FCW for 6 months, maybe. You know, they signed him not too long ago. He was in there just a very short time, and now he's up.
Yeah,
So
he's definitely
a
good.
really seasoned guy, yeah.
Very, very good.
Yeah.
And then after that, well, that
Well, you have the
And
Teddy
I
who
just want to
cries
mention the
over
one
the,
move he did where he threw
one.
him up in the air
Yes.
and hit that European
Yeah.
uppercut was
Yes.
really
Yeah,
impressive.
yeah. That
I
was
love that.
pretty amazing.
Yeah.
That was good.
It was crazy.
I want to try that on the street.
Oh, man. If you did that to somebody on the street, yeah, everybody else would run
Yes.
for sure.
Yeah, of course.
It's a
All right,
scary looking move.
Then we had Brock's
Okay.
promo after that again. The same Brock promo.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a bit of a new Brock piece actually from the one they did last week, but there was a lot of footage that was reused, so it was in similar vein. But yeah, same thing about he's
same
an
thing.
ass kicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely a good promo.
it.
It's going to draw seats. You know, they're going to sell seats on
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah, and then it goes back to Teddy, and how he cries in humiliation again because Oksana kisses.
Oh
what's
yeah,
her-
that's right. In the
Yeah,
in
let's not forget
the
back
match
scene.
before that, that's right. Teddy and
Oh,
Oksana
Yes.
made out with Antonio
That was
Cesaro
brutal.
in front of Teddy.
That
Yeah.
was brutal.
That was what Johnny was
very
feeding.
sad.
He's doing a good
Johnny was
job.
feeding him into the headphones. What to
lines.
say?
Yeah. I enjoyed that.
Yep.
He
Was it
actually
really
looked-
Johnny actually talking anything behind there? Or,
When Teddy just had that look on his face, like you could
Oh, it's
believe it was like you could
horrible.
actually believe he was going like.
yeah. He's like,
Yeah,
I don't want to
he's-
do that.
Yeah, he's really doing a great job.
I think he's doing a good job. Really, you're really sympathetic with him.
Oh, yeah.
Right
He's
now.
very good at it.
He's very
He
good
is.
at that. Like I said, I didn't like him as the general manager
No.
before, but
But now you gotta like him.
You have to. You
feel
have to
so hard
because it's
for him.
horrible
Come
what they're
on.
doing to him.
He's a sap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we started to mention before when he was in the maid's outfit with the
Yeah.
big "My name is
Oh,
Teddy"
that-
thing was
that's
so funny.
The name
I don't see
tag.
anything wrong with that.
So-
I have one of those at home when I clean the house.
Yeah, little French maid outfit.
And then they push it even more as we see as it gets further in, and he's announcing the match between his love of his life. Ooh, that has to
Yeah.
hurt. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, they threw a little thing where they said about his ex-girlfriend. He's like, "What do you mean,
Right.
my ex? You know,
Well,
what do you
yeah,
mean
he
we're not
wasn't
together
aware.
anymore." And then that really hammered it home for him. So
Yeah.
he felt horrible.
And then we had your favorite wrestler, the Collie.
Her
Excuse
favorite
me.
wrestler right
Thank
there.
you. Good job, Ryan. He
Yeah.
is. I love the Great Khali. He is. Hey, he reminds me of Andre the Giant forevermore. I love him.
Except Andre could wrestle.
How do you really feel?
Of our time. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Okay.
But yeah,
And it was
he's
the
doing
flag-
better. He's getting a little bit more limber, though. He's actually hitting the mat more, I think. Did
I
you
don't
see
know.
his?
I don't know.
Come on, give him some
I
credit,
don't know.
guys.
What do
I'm
you think,
pushing
Mike?
for a Great Khali. That's all. He won. He won.
Tell her it's in the pencil.
Somebody's got to love the Kali, so
He won.
which I have a problem with.
Okay.
I have a
let's
major
hear-
problem with that. Cody Rhodes is today wrestling Big Show for the Intercontinental title, and he goes over cleanly to Kali for no. I didn't understand the reason for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It-
What I was thinking about the show too. I mean, it was a good show. It had that's I was.
Hello.
There were two. I think there were. There were two big guys on the show. There were, you had the Big Show, then you had the Great Khali.
Right.
And initially, both guys started out with the leg. And you got to chop the guys down. You got to chop the big guys
Right.
down.
Yeah.
It was just
Right.
to me there was too much similarity
Yeah, very true.
in what was happening. With big
good point.
with big guys. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
very
is.
good point.
I mean, the Collie he was great in the longest yard. He had a good look.
Perfect for that look.
Yeah, perfect. But in the ring, I just, he's a novelty like the circus.
Yeah.
But I feel bad because the guy.
But there's a lot of people in India, so you put
Exactly.
him on. There's a lot of people
yeah.
that watch wrestling in
Thank
India,
you.
so that's the reason.
No,
for
I understand that. I just feel
yeah,
bad
that's
for
a good-
this
yeah.
man's got to have sore knees. I mean, he can hardly walk.
Yeah, he's almost crippled.
Yeah.
Well,
Like a
yeah, that's
cripple.
just because he's so big. But,
Yeah.
you know, look at him. He's loving
Oh, I don't
it, and
dislike
he
him.
doesn't
No, I don't
know.
either.
I don't just. I feel bad for somebody being used like that when you know they're physically not able to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be hard.
I'm still
on him.
rooting for him. Hopefully he gets with the DDP. And does it.
Yeah,
know
let's
what?
get him on the.
Yeah.
DDP said he
was
worked out
trying,
with him at
right?
WrestleMania, that he pulled him to the side
Yeah.
and was working with
Yeah.
him. So
So
Maybe
let's
it'll
hope
mentioned
so.
that last week.
We're all going to do DDP at the end of the show. The DDP.
Darn right. I'm ready. That'd be
Yeah,
fun.
Well, I'll do DDP yoga. Y'all can do DDP.
Well, wait a minute. That doesn't sound right. That just isn't sounding right.
All right, I meant to add yoga in there. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right, then we had Ryback.
Yes, which I think
Oh
that this
my
was
God.
the.
Now,
Oh,
there's the
actually,
maniac.
quickly
He's
before
huge.
you had backstage with Epico Primo and the little Abraham Washington trying to sign them.
Yeah.
But which was quick. But
right,
then yeah,
right. But
this
Jacob
was the best.
K.
Yeah.
Excuse me, that's Danny Kay's nephew.
Okay.
Well, that's something. Isn't that cool? I just thought it was.
They're going to
cool.
say, who's Danny Kaye?
Oh, we
I know who
Danny
Danny Kaye is.
So do I.
Mike doesn't.
Oh, yes, he does. You know
Nice.
Danny Kaye?
No, see, I told you.
Ryan?
No, I
Danny
don't know
Kaye.
Danny Kaye.
Oh,
Very famous actor, comedian, had his own show on TV for years.
Do we feel a little
A lot of
old?
mimes. Just a really well-known guy.
Holy
Okay.
smokes.
Yeah, really
Oh, he was
tremendous
brilliant.
actor. Brilliant, yeah.
And Abraham
Yes.
Washington's his.
Abraham
his
Washington
son.
is my mailman.
Oh, awesome.
I thought I seen him deliver mail over there.
He's a nice little guy.
Uh-oh. Oh, my God.
Oh,
relation-
Jacob K.
Well,
we're talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
Jacob K.
Oh, Jacob K.
That
I
would
see,
be
I gotcha.
him. Great
Ryback.
actor.
Yeah. But I thought this was the best segment they've done with Ryback yet. I liked this. I thought the Jacob K promo was surprisingly decent.
It's like a little
Actually,
fish.
for just for the local jobber to talk, I thought it was actually pretty good.
It was
Trying to
good.
get out of Grand Rapids.
Yeah, I thought he did good.
Yeah,
and
291
the one other
pound
thing I had
beast.
written down here was I thought Ryback's boot to choke on the ground was really
brilliant.
cool. I've
It
never
was
seen
so
that before.
good.
That
Yeah.
was good.
That
Yeah.
was
I
very
just
good.
saw that it was brutal. It's like, ooh, that's
Yeah.
And once again, his clothesline is nasty.
Yeah.
He just looks nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing
He's brutal.
I will
He's
tell
a
you, like when I
monster.
look at him though, it's weird. It's like when I see him, I think, it's gonna sound bad. It's not gonna sound bad, but you got Goldberg and the RVD
Yeah.
singlet.
Oh yeah, I think
yes.
the same. And I was thinking that too. When
I see that.
Cole said, "I think one thing when I come down and they're like the Terminator," and I'm like, "I think Goldberg."
Goldberg and RVD singlet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was pretty intense. I mean, the boot. I mean, I was thinking about when I saw it. I was like, I don't know if kid just held on all the way down with it, but it was pretty nasty.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would have took it.
He looks stiff.
Yeah.
I would have taken it.
He looks stiff.
It did. It did.
And he may not be.
Everything looks stiff.
Well, everything on a jobber is going to be stiff.
Yeah.
Anyway. They don't care.
No.
Okay, but let's go back to my favorite little
Give
girl.
him his
that
$200
looks like she's
and
12
leave.
and
Wait,
what
wait,
a
wait,
great
that's coming up next. Hold your
slap.
underwear on. Hold on.
Oops. How do you know?
Because I know. Trust me, I know what goes on down there. All right, then we have a little promo with AJ pouting.
That's
Which was weird with the Matt Stryker stuff. And I was like, why are you asking questions like that, dude?
Yeah.
That's not that cool. But then when Caitlyn came in and did that, I thought that was really neat with the slap.
yeah.
And
Came with
that
it.
was a
Yeah.
harsh slap.
Yeah.
That was brutal.
yeah,
That was
they're-
really good.
AJ's
She's good.
She's a really good actress.
She
I
is.
mean, you don't
She is.
see that a lot in wrestlers all the time, like that quality of acting. And I think she's really, really good.
I do too.
Yeah.
She is. She is.
She
I
moves
like
really
her.
well.
I like her now.
Do you?
Yeah.
She's adorable.
She's
You've,
grown up
you've come
from 12 to 15.
you've come to our side, but I don't think you will ever get us on the side with Kali, though.
Oh, jeez.
You
You
won't
can't
bring
even
us
compare
over.
her with
Holly, I love
Collie
her.
with AJ.
Hey.
No.
Do you
No.
like AJ? Mike?
Different. India.
She's cute.
She is cute.
She just has a little cuteness about her.
But that's what we've
Let me
all
ask you this,
said.
Mike.
What's that?
Would you buy Girl Scout cookies from her?
Yes, I would.
Let me ask you this, Mike. Would you like her to wear the outfit?
Oh, no.
Now I'm getting put on the spot.
He's getting all red.
You're getting all red there, Mike. Uh-oh.
Just say yes, because I would.
Yes.
Okay,
They all
cool.
would.
We're together
Look
on that
at
one.
you. Speaking of red.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, and I'll wear my Cub Scout shirt at the same time on one arm. She's adorable. Then we went down to the main event.
Yes. Oh,
Sheamus and Henry.
excellent. Excellent.
Yeah, good.
I
good
like
main event.
Sheamus.
I do
don't
too.
care if he's really white now.
I like Sheamus.
Yeah,
I do too.
I'm blinded
I
by
was
the light.
sitting there, maybe this is better for predictions, but watching, I'm like, you know what? In 5 years,
Oh,
he's probably going to
excellent.
be the biggest star in the
Oh,
world.
yeah.
Different.
He's
Oh,
different.
is.
Yeah.
Yes.
He
Definitely.
he gets it. He connect. The audience is so connected with him.
Yeah.
They love him. I really think he's probably going to eventually be their biggest guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's starting to
Well,
look
the
like
build
it.
up for that. And he did a great DDT in that match. What do you think? Excellent.
Yeah, and it was.
Excellent.
I thought the match started a little slow, but it ended really
Yeah.
strong.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
You
Definitely.
know, it had a slow start to it, but I mean,
He came off looking really good going into
They worked it all the way
match.
through. Yeah. Back and forth. I thought it was really, really
And
good.
Henry's consistent. He's always consistent.
Very.
Always good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For such a
Been
big
around
guy.
forever.
He's a
Yeah.
big man.
What
Oh,
did
yeah.
Did she say for a chubby guy?
No, I said
Oh,
for
okay.
such a big
big.
guy. I would never say that.
What?
That's not the word I would call Mark Henry. Is chubby.
No.
No.
You know,
That
he
guy's
is. He's
solid.
What's he
Big.
weigh? 4 something? 500?
Oh, it's got
Oh,
to be
at
like
least.
4.
You know, when he
yeah.
sits around the house, he sits around the house.
Oh, yeah.
Big man.
He's a huge man, the world's strongest man.
I wouldn't want to be his couch.
No,
I had,
Oh,
I had a
my
pleasure of working with him. We were up in Heartland Wrestling for Les Thatcher.
Okay.
Just he was just super nice, super awesome guy.
The world's
God. Yeah,
strongest man.
I've heard the same
right?
thing, that he's a very, very nice guy.
Very good guy.
Yeah.
Good to work with.
Actually, I actually worked. It was we worked with him, and I don't know if you remember the Haas brothers, Charlie and
Charlie
Russ.
and
Russ.
Russ. Yeah.
It was a big 6-man tag. I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't tell you who I was with, but I think Charlie and Russ had Mark Henry with
Henry?
him, and wow, I can't tell you who I was with. I just remember Charlie and Russ so
Nice.
really well. So
I was in the South.
what's that?
That's in the South.
Heartland.
The Heartland was
Heartland
at
Wrestling.
Cincinnati.
It was in Cincinnati with Les Thatcher.
All right.
Yeah.
That'd be Ohio.
That was one of the old
That's where
development.
my family comes from.
They had the best,
Development
they had the best
territories.
matches back there. And
They
in the
do.
South.
They
had the
love
best.
wrestling.
Yeah, it's the best.
Yeah.
Any predictions for the up and coming show, and anything you guys want to discuss about what's coming next?
Oh, yeah.
Oh wait, here's our music.
Ooh.
Your
Predictions.
AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we've got Extreme Rules today going
Yes.
on here in a
That's
couple
right.
hours.
That
We've
should be
got-
good.
We've got Sheamus, Daniel Bryan, 2 out of 3 falls.
I think
Old
Sheamus
school.
wins. That's
yeah,
my
I think
prediction.
Sheamus. I do too. I think
Woo,
Sheamus
all
holds on to
right.
that.
We agree.
I do. I totally agree. It
I'm
makes
happy.
sense.
All right.
I mean, you never know, but I predict Cody Rhodes to take out the Big Show.
yeah.
Because it doesn't make sense to me to keep the Intercontinental title on Big Show. He doesn't need it.
Yeah.
If you're
And
gonna make roads, yeah.
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 And Rhodes had it before, and I think they put it on him in WrestleMania just because Show needed his WrestleMania moment.
Yeah.
And he hadn't had it yet. So
I like
And
when
then I
Sheamus said, kick your arse.
the big one is
I
CM
love
Punk
it.
and Chris Jericho, and I don't know. I don't actually have any idea how they'll
Oh,
go
wow.
with that. It
There's
could
no
go
way to
either
know.
way.
Yeah.
That one could go either way.
What do you think,
Yeah.
Mike?
I think it could go either way too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say this though, the Sheamus. Going back to the Sheamus and Daniel's deal. I'm kind of on the fence about that. And the only reason I am is because the WWE just came off a big European tour, right?
Yeah.
Okay, which would be my reasoning for the belt being on
Sheamus.
Sheamus. So I mean, I could see
Him trying to get it and
him
win.
losing them. I can see him losing it. I
Yeah,
could
that's true.
see him going the other. They could go the other way with it. You know.
Yeah, Brian's getting so hot right now.
That's just you know.
True.
Yeah, he's really caught fire since WrestleMania.
So
Well, I guess we'll know tonight.
Well,
I'm
let's
gonna go
see.
with
I
Brian.
guess we'll find
Yeah.
out.
When's it on?
I believe it's
About an hour.
Yeah.
About
exactly.
15 minutes.
15.
Our
We
time?
got our hip and
Yeah,
run
I think it starts at 5 our time.
after
Okay.
our old school.
So
Well, anyway, that was a pretty good review of SmackDown.
Yes.
I enjoyed it.
I as well.
Mike, what would you like to
It's
plug? Is there
great.
something you'd like to plug?
Just my website www.mikesanders.net. Since I've moved, I've been out to LA here probably almost 3 months now, and I kind of
Wow.
go back and forth from Atlanta to LA.
Atlanta.
And I've transitioned
Right.
my life a little bit. I'm doing some of the acting.
Yeah.
But also doing a lot of corporate hosting. I do a lot of corporate hosting, corporate MC work.
Oh, nice.
With
Okay.
opening shows for people, getting the crowd amped up, and then other than that, just the website and Twitter, and just keep following me, and just keep on.
Oh,
with
there
it.
you go.
There it is.
All
Oh,
right.
yeah, that's
It's been a little crazy over the past 15 years. Take a look around.
Is that corporate
If you
hosting hard to
enjoy
do? Was that hard for you to get?
Let me tell you, it wasn't hard. It wasn't. I wished I could do more of it. I'll tell you. It's a fun gig for me. It's a easy gig. Up in San Francisco here, up in San Jose. I've been doing the job with this one company for, I don't know, 9 years now. They do like 5 or 6 shows, and
This was the best crowd we had. I mean, these people give away crazy stuff. They give away. I mean, we gave away like 7 notebook computers. We give away all this.
Oh my God, I'm so there.
It's. I mean, and they so take care of me, and I wished I had enough work to do that because I love it. I mean, and the corporate people, they don't mind paying. I'm not,
No,
absolutely.
They are not the comedy promoter on the independent comedy show, and they're not the independent wrestling promoter.
Yeah.
And I love doing that. But corporate people, they do not never question my invoice.
I work in TV, and corporate videos are always pay well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's nice that you're able to keep doing it. That's really, really, really good.
That's what I enjoy doing. I mean, I've been, out here, like I said, I've always wanted to come to the West Coast, so
here you are.
I'm here.
There you go.
Anything you want to plug?
I guess Millennium Pro Wrestling May 12th is my next show.
Where's that?
So, Simi Valley, California.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We've been there, Rick.
Yep.
I'm supposed to start working there regularly, so we'll see.
Christian, you got something coming up. You got the Glow movie, right?
Come see us in our very own Glow movie. We've earned that right for all the women in wrestling. We paved that way on the 1st and the 3rd, and I think that's it.
Of
and
May.
It'll be Los Feliz of May, of course. And May 3rd in Los Feliz, May 1st, May 2nd in Newport Beach, California, in all the cinemas. And
nice.
We did have the card, but we don't have it flashing up now. But come see us. Otherwise, you can see me on www.glowsunnygirl.com. And then, of course, Facebook and Twitter.
There you go.
All right.
And if you want to buy my book, The Time of My Life, it's on ricdrasin.com. I have 3 other books on how to promote wrestling, how to run a wrestling school, and how to build a wrestling ring. And I have a 1987 video I just pulled out of the dust called Muscles the Video. It was a training video I did back years ago, and some guy from Germany just bought one from me for $65. So I put it back up for sale for $20. It's an old school bodybuilding video, and it's doing really well.
Wow.
And he's the best teacher, I might add. He's got a great ring, so look him up. Amazing.
RicDrasin.com and rickscorner.com. You want to hear the history of bodybuilding and wrestling, and all my guests that come on, I'll have Mike on.
Rick,
too.
I think I'm gonna go buy that book through. I was thinking, go to Amazon.
Oh,
No, but I'm gonna go to
Amazon.
AfterBuzzTV.com, hit the banner, and I might buy that book through our banner that goes to Amazon.
Well, that's good
That's
because it'll show up
right.
on my cell phone if you do that in about 25 minutes. So that'll be dinner money.
Great show, guys.
Amazon, AfterBuzzTV.com.
All right, and stay tuned. We're going to have the old school wrestling up next.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
Buzz you later
for sure.
The views
Bye-bye.
expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.